students. Now I am going to continue with the same chapter 2. In my previous video I explained about physical change and chemical change. Now in this video I am going to explain change of state of matter. So what do you mean by change of state of matter? So we know that matter exists in three states: solid, liquid and gas. Okay. So now the process in which the substances are changes from one physical state to another physical state, that is called change of state of matter. Okay, the process of change of a substance from one physical state to another at a definite temperature. Okay, that is called change of state of matter. In this example you can see this is ice. Okay, when you heat it, it is changed into water. So ice was in solid form. When you heat this, it will change into liquid form. When again you heat this, it is again changing into gaseous form. So the process of change of a substance in which it is changing from one physical state to another physical state, solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Again when you cool this gas, it is changing into liquid form. Again when you cool this liquid, it is again changes into solid form. So the process of change in which the substances changes from one physical state to another at a definite temperature, that is called change of state of matter. Now in this process you can see so many processes are going on. So one by one I am going to explain it. Okay, first one is melting. Okay, first one is your melting. So the process in which a solid changes into liquid, solid changes into liquid at a definite temperature. Okay, so the process in which a solid changes into its liquid state at a fixed temperature is called melting, and the fixed temperature at which the solid changes into liquid form, that point is called melting point. So the process in which solid state is changes into liquid state at a fixed temperature, that is called melting, and the fixed temperature in which solid changes into liquid, that is called melting point. Okay, now the second one is your boiling. The process of changes of a liquid into gas. Okay, the process of change in which the substance is changing into its liquid state to gaseous state at a definite temperature, that is called boiling. Okay, and that temperature in which the liquid state is changing into gaseous state, that is called boiling point. No need to learn the definitions. Okay, if you learn like this, then you can make the definition in your own language also. Okay, now the third one is the condensation. Condensation. Now in this, the process in which a substance changes its state from a gas to liquid. Okay, just opposite of this boiling, gas to liquid. Okay, at a fixed temperature. Okay, the process of change in which a substance changes its state from gas to a liquid at a fixed temperature, that is called condensation, and the temperature at which the condensation process takes place, that is called condensation point. Okay, now the next one is freezing. The process in which a liquid changes into solid form. Okay, liquid changes into solid form, just opposite of melting. Liquid changes into solid form. Okay, so that is called freezing. So the process in which a substance changes its liquid state to solid form by cooling at a fixed temperature. Okay, that is called freezing, and the fixed temperature at which the liquid changes to solid form, that is called freezing point. Okay, now the last one is your sublimation. Okay, sublimation. The process in which solid directly changes to gaseous form. Solid directly changes to gaseous form. Okay, at all temperature is called sublimation. Okay, the process in which solid changes to gaseous form at all temperature, that is called sublimation. Okay, for example, iodine, camphor, naphthalene and ammonium chloride are some example of the substances that undergo sublimation. Okay, I think all have seen the naphthalene ball. If you keep the naphthalene balls in your cupboard, after few months you will see that it changes into gaseous state. Only the smells you can feel. Okay, the smell you can feel. Okay, that solid form you will not get. Okay, so that is called sublimation. Okay, now the next one is changes involve energy. Changes involve energy. When any change is going on, either it is physical or chemical, the energy is also exchanging. Okay, so whenever any physical or chemical change take place, energy is also involved. Either the energy is absorbed or the energy is released. Okay, so now the most important thing, when energy absorbs, it is called endothermic change. Okay, and when energy releases, then it is called exothermic change. Okay, remember it always. When energy absorbs, then it is called endothermic. When energy releases, then it is called exothermic. Energy absorbed means when you play football, you need muscular energy. Okay, cooking of food, melting of ice, they need heat energy. Photosynthesis, they need light energy. So in all these cases, energy is absorbing. That is why they are the example of endothermic change. And in exothermic change, bursting of firecracker, okay, and burning of a matchstick, glowing an electric bulb, they release light energy. Okay, whenever you light a matchstick, okay, it releases light energy, so energy is releasing. So that is why it is the example of exothermic change. And when you play football, okay, when you play football, you need muscular energy. Okay, you need muscular energy, so that is why it is called endothermic change. And when the energy is releasing, okay, it is coming under the category of exothermic change. Okay, so this is all about the changes involve energy. So only you have to make the definition like this: ki the change that involve absorption of energy, that is called endothermic change, and the change that involve release of energy, that is called exothermic changes. And you can give 2-3 examples also. So I hope you understood all these things. Okay, thank you so much.